Welcome to the Ben Daniel Podcast, where we're calling a spade a spade. Great to be here with you guys today. Oh, how everything can change in a matter of days. It was all good just a week ago. We beat up on the Chicago Sky a few days ago. 35-point victory. Caitlin Clark triple-double. Indiana Fever riding high. Indiana Fever fans riding high. Caitlin Clark supporters riding high. And then, of course, the dweebs do what the dweebs do. They make up nonsense, they make up lies, and the WNBA validate the lies. The WNBA validates the nonsense. The WNBA validates non-truths by opening up an investigation into the Indiana Fever and the environment, the hate, the hateful comments, the racist comments, the bigotry that took place in Gainbridge Fieldhouse. Ben, where's all the evidence? There's no evidence. Why? Because it didn't occur. Because it didn't happen, because it never took place. But not only did the WNBA open up an investigation, when the Indiana Fever put out a statement like this, we are aware of the allegations of inappropriate fan conduct during yesterday's game, and we are working closely with the WNBA to complete their investigation. We stand firm in our commitment to providing a safe environment for all WNBA players. When the Indiana Fever go ahead and do that, it nearly validates the false allegations. It merely validates people who criticize the Indiana Fever and criticize Fever fans. You breathing light to this type of nonsense does nothing but make your own fans look at you with a little bit of a side eye. And I got to give credit where credit is due. The pushback to how the Indiana Fever have handled this situation, people aren't too pleased. People aren't too happy. People aren't too satisfied. The Indiana Fever put out multiple posts within the last 24 hours, and all of those posts have been flooded with people voicing their displeasure, voicing their level of disagreement. Shout out to Chickstick Scar. Sadly, this is very weak and disappointing. You're going to lose your own fans who did nothing wrong. We can show you lots of receipts on this behavior toward your fans. Please do better. This has 1,000 likes. Look at that. 3.5 million views, 6,000 likes on the post, and this has 1,000 likes by itself. Plenty of people feel this same way, CDS. Shout out to Local. Stop accusing fans of racism. They did nothing wrong. Is there any penalty for false allegations by people who were not even there? This is getting crazy. The allegations were from people who weren't even there. If what I'm hearing is true, if what people are telling me is true, if all the things that are being fed to me is true, I mean, I wasn't there, but this is what I hear. I mean, I wasn't there, but this is what I think is taking place. I mean, I've never heard anything like this take place at an Indiana Fever or an Indiana Pacers game before, but let me just make up some nonsense. And the fact they do this shows another issue with the franchise. Responding to this garbage gives in to these folks that hate them. We know none of this happened, but idiots create fake stories and lie, and they jump all over it as if their own security was failing to do their own jobs and then basically attacking your own fans. Ridiculous. Well, so you're saying your security that you guys have all over the place with this new Stop the Hate campaign didn't see any of this, didn't address any of this? Let all of this take place. Let all of these racial slurs get hurled at these players. All of these derogatory comments get hurled at these players, and the security staff that you employed just sit there and do nothing. Why? Because they're racist too? Because they encourage that type of behavior? Indiana Fever, not the best reaction. What about our players on the court? Yeah, they're not saying anything about that, Ari. I really hope these investigations are followed by public statements confirming zero evidence was found, or the stain won't wash off. Absolutely nothing happened, but you're giving credibility to those lies. There better be follow-up, because silence will only feed the fire. The fans did nothing wrong but buy your tickets. You will lose fans if you continue to... Folks, imagine somebody saying, oh my God, all those subscribers everybody who subscribes to the Ben Daniel Podcast, they're all racist. And my response was, I take all of this very seriously. I will be doing an investigation. Motherfucker, nobody that follows me is racist. You see how easy that was? You don't need to use the foul language, but you guys get my point. Multiple posts. The Indiana Fever put out a cinematic recap of the beatdown from Saturday. And what do we see? First thing, stand up for your fans. They're acting like it didn't happen. If you don't defend the fans, there will be no fans left. Now we know the Fever management will never take up for its innocent fans. Brutal. The Fever as a team, DeWanna Bonner and Caitlin Clark had historic afternoons. Too bad it was overshadowed by Angel Reese fans making up lies about racism at Gainbridge on X. The Fever should not be entertaining that. It only detracts from the accomplishments of our players. All of this has been doing is detracting from DeWanna Bonner, third all-time scoring. Michaela Timpson making her rookie debut. Caitlin Clark hitting up a triple-double. Angel Reese playing like shit. All this has done is detract from all of those facts that I just listed. Indiana Fever, do better. Y'all better sure this mess up ASAP. About to start losing fans over this trash started by lies. The issue with the old guard is they are envious of what we have in Indy. The video says it all. What the Fever have is great for the W and should be embraced, but instead rejected out of jealousy and fear of the inevitable takeover. They can't do anything about it but lie. This is all over the Indiana Fever. Look at this, 1 million Facebook followers. You guys know how incredible that is, how impressive that is, how wild that is? 1 million Facebook followers. Millennials aren't really on Facebook like that. Gen Z isn't really on Facebook like that. Whoever this new generation, they're not on Facebook like that. This is like the 35 and up crew. Some millennials are 35, I get it. This is the 35 and up crew, the 40 and up. I don't remember the last time I even signed into Facebook. I don't even remember the last time I even signed into Facebook. Indiana Fever, the first WNBA team to reach 1 million followers on any platform. This should be applauded. This should be celebrated. But instead, what is it? Instead, it's met with more fan pushback. How about stop accusing your fans of racism and sending out statements insinuating that fans are being hateful when it's the exact opposite? Stand up for us like we have been standing up for y'all. The Angel Reese effect. Stick up for those followers by not buying into 2% that want to scream about racism. That's a fact right there. I'm with you guys. Just please, there are a number of ways this can be ruined. Stay away from the race conversation, please, folks. The Indiana Fever are putting out social media content that we would otherwise eat up. You see how quickly one false move, one bad decision, one blunder from an organization can change the conversation in an instant? Am I still rooting? Of course. Do I like how the Fever handled this? Absolutely not. Absolutely. Just nip it in the bud. Don't respond or just nip it to the bud. We are aware of the allegations of inappropriate fan conduct during yesterday's game, and we assure you these are only allegations. We have a top flight security staff. We have a top flight team around the arena that monitors these types of things. And if anything took place, any fishy business took place, we can assure you that it would have been handled on the spot. These are merely allegations. The environment at Gainsbridge Fieldhouse is a welcoming environment. It's a safe environment, and we encourage everybody, fans of all shapes and sizes, to come to an Indiana Fever game. But instead, they feed into this. Instead, they breathe light into this. Instead, they validate this. Indiana Fever, you guys got to do a little bit better. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. I appreciate all of the support. Don't forget to like the video if you enjoyed, and subscribe to the channel. That would mean so much to me. We'll see you next time, and as always, take it easy.